removal of an unprotected railroad crossing to Canadian National Railroad. Motion to receive and file proof of publication of notice of public hearing.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Hill,
Second.
second by Holland. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to hold hearing.
I make a motion to hold a hearing?
Motion by Davis,
Second.
second by Hill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any objections on file?
No written objections on file.
And as you can see by the picture, that roadway is at the far west end of that railroad easement, which was very interesting that we found when Crawford surveyed that. But also included in your packet, there's an estimated cost of what it's gonna cost us to eliminate that crossing. And the estimate right now is $7,500, and the DOT and the railroad are both willing to give us $7,500, so we're gonna be receiving $15,000 in cash from them to do this. In addition to, they're going to install the rubber padding along the Fifth Avenue Highway 150 crossing too, and we're ready to bring our sidewalk up to that, so. They've been very cooperative and encouraging in order to eliminate that unprotected crossing. And I've spoken to the fire department, police department, streets, and adjacent property owners, and I haven't heard one concern about eliminating that crossing.
Any other discussion? If not, entertain a motion to close the hearing and receive and file oral and written comments.
So moved.
Motion by Holland,
Second?
second by Davis. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to receive, file, consider, and pass for the first time the ordinance.
Make a motion.
Motion by Hill,
Second.
second by Switzer. Roll call, please.
Hermson,
Yes.
Schweitzer,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
Hill.
Yes.
Motion carries. Let's go to resolutions. Resolution to consider waiving of the city code 9605 sewer tap. Service outside city limits, sanitary sewer connection, Buchanan County Fairgrounds Association.
Yeah, the Buchanan County Fairgrounds they're working to put in some RV camping spots out there, and they would like to connect into city sewer. However, our city code 96.05 clearly reads that you cannot connect to city sewer unless you're within city limits. So I wanted the council to consider waiving this provision and allowing them to connect. They already have a couple connections to the city sewer system. I'm sure those are grandfathered in from before this was a law that was in place, and I think it would be to both of our benefits really to have them connect into the system. They're not going to add that much flow, and I'd just soon not have them putting a leach field or septic system where they're surrounded on the city by three sides either. So, as we currently, for water service outside city limits, we charge an additional 50% on top of our regular rate, and we could do the same thing for sewer connection too, and allow them to connect and to just be a better end result for all of us. So that's why I'd like the council to consider waiving that 9605 provision. They are a tax exempt entity, so typically I don't like to waive the requirement to be annexed into the city for a sewer connection, because that's really our big leverage that we have with residential and commercial and industrial property. But I think with the fairgrounds, what they are and what they represent and how they currently operate, I think we could safely allow this and not be considered setting any precedent for future residential, commercial, or industrial development. So.
I'll make a motion to accept.
And I'll second that.
Second.
Well, go right ahead.
He yields. I have a motion by Hill. He yields to Switzer.
Mhm.
As a second. I need a roll call, please.
Schweitzer,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
Hill,
Yes.
Hermson,
Yes.
Motion carries. Let's go to old business. Item 6, Greenview Commercial Addition Sidewalk.
As you may recall, the last time when we approved the preliminary was a recommendation by planning and zoning that we have them install a 4-foot wide sidewalk along the length of the frontage out there. Our discussion revolved around our subdivision ordinance that only allows, that only requires us to put in we can only make a requirement that it be 4 foot. In reviewing the area out there with the ditch and the way it lies, Crawfords have determined that to be able to put in a sidewalk, fill is gonna have to be brought in, and actually, a length of storm sewer is also gonna have to be installed. And, so we've talked about, that required storm sewer that we need, and, we've estimated the cost of that to be about $8,500 probably to put in, that storm sewer. And as we discussed with Mr. Greenlee, he would be willing to install 6-foot wide sidewalk in town, along that entire length. And, that estimated cost is about $26,000, plus a little help from the city to move in some fill that we have over there. If the city could install the storm sewer to help the water flow in that area. So that's why I'd like the council to consider is the city installing that storm sewer. And I don't know if that will resolve the issue with the light plant for the substation necessarily, but it will allow that sidewalk to be installed along that stretch of 20th.
Are we talking Bland, putting storm sewer along Bland?
We're talking about, it's on, the plans are on Dropbox here, if you saw that, if you've seen that, but there's an intake that would be just south of where the Light and Power substation is. Actually, it goes into that first property. If you scroll down, actually, it comes out just south of where the Light and Power substation is. There's that little bell shape, and that's a 18-inch storm sewer intake. So the water would collect the water running to the north in that ditch and take it down and dump it into that, I believe that's Driscoll's Dry Run Creek that runs along the Liberty Trail there. And so that would be installed, and that would carry all that storm water through there and prevent us from having a very steep ditch that would be difficult to maintain and keep clean and keep water flowing properly.